Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Do you want to grow some easy to grow flowers with me? Well, let's talk about it. So let's go. I'm so excited. This year I'm running a seed grow along with two of my friends who just happen to also have YouTube channels. We picked three flowers that are beautiful and they're very easy to grow from seed. The flowers are zinnia, marigolds, as well as petunias. And it doesn't matter if you're a novice gardener and this is your first year gardening, or if you're a veteran gardener and you've been gardening for a number of years. We invite each and every one of you to join us with this Grow Along Challenge. And if you don't have a setup indoors for growing seeds, that's okay. You can still participate in this challenge by either direct sowing or winter sowing some of the seeds. First, let me tell you about my two friends who I'm going to be doing this Grow Along with. Carol has a YouTube channel called Cod Cottage Garden. She lives in Massachusetts and has a fairly young garden that she created from scratch. Roxana has a YouTube channel called Soil and Margaritas. She lives in Indiana and she has a suburban garden and also loves growing cut flowers. Definitely check out their channels. I'll put links to their channels down in the description below. Even though the three of us plan on growing the exact same flowers, our techniques will be different. The way that we grow them, how we grow them, the timing of when we grow them. You know how it is as gardeners. No two gardeners are the same, but that's what makes gardening so beautiful. We may have successes, we may have failures. Again, as gardeners, we all go through it, and we'll be sure to bring you along with our journey through our social media platforms. For this Grow Along Challenge, don't be intimidated. You don't need to buy the exact same seeds that we're buying. Let's say we're growing a certain variety of zinnias. You can also buy whatever zinnias you want. It doesn't have to be the same kind. And also, you don't need to grow all three of the same type of plants. Maybe you just want to start small and you just want to start with marigolds and that's it. You definitely can still do that. We just want to have fun. Really, there is something so satisfying when you start a plant from seed, nurturing it, and then watching it grow, eventually to bloom for you. And then you can even take it one step further and collect the seeds and start the process all over again, year after year. Now let me tell you a little bit more about the three flowers that we're going to be growing. Even though we purchased our seeds from Johnny's Selected Seeds, you can buy your seeds from anywhere that you can find them. Again, they don't need to be the same variety that we're growing. The first is zinnia, and we're going to be growing the linen variety. Zinnias are a very fast-growing annual. They come in a lot of different vibrant colors, and they do well in full sun. They come in a lot of different heights, ranging from 6 inches, the dwarf varieties, and even some really tall ones that get up to be about 4 feet in height. Zinnias attract butterflies, bees, as well as the hummingbirds. They make for an excellent cut flower with a vase life between 7 to 10 days. If you're planning to sow the seeds indoors under grow lights or LED shop lights, you want to start them sometime around 4 to 6 weeks before your average last frost date. If you don't know what your average last frost date is, don't worry about that. You can easily find it on the internet just by doing a search on what is my average last frost date, and then put in either your zip code or your location, and you'll get a general idea of what that date is. And remember, average last frost date is not based on your growing zone. It's based on your location, more specifically where you're located on the map, and let's say your zip code. And if you're planning to just take the seeds and sow them outdoors, that's one of the easiest flowers you can direct sow. And you can do that anytime after your average last frost date has passed. Since the seeds need darkness to germinate, you want to cover them with about 1/4 inch soil seed starting mix or potting mix. Expect to see the seeds germinating sometime between 3 to 10 days. And they germinate best when the soil temperature is somewhere between 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. If you have a seedling heat mat, it's recommended to use with zinnias. Can you get the seeds to germinate without a seedling heat mat? Definitely, especially if your grow room is warm enough. Zinnias don't love having their roots disturbed, so when you do end up potting up the seedlings or putting them out in the landscape, you want to do it so that the roots are being disturbed minimally. The plants appreciate being pinched. When you pinch a plant, it makes it so that it's a bushier plant and it produces more flowers. And in future videos, I'll talk more about it once we sow the seeds and I show you my process for doing that. Based on my average last frost date of May 15th, I'm planning to sow my seeds somewhere between April 3rd and April 17th. I got those dates because I counted backwards. I looked on a calendar at May 15th and I counted backwards 4 to 6 weeks, and those are the dates that I got. The second flower that we're going to be growing is a marigold, and the variety is Durango Red. Marigolds are a classic garden companion, And a lot of times people will plant them in their vegetable garden, specifically around tomatoes, for example. They are a great plant to help deter pests in the garden, but they're also a very pretty plant to have out in your landscape or in your cut flower garden. They thrive in full sun, and you can get them in lots of different heights, varying from a bedding variety that's about 6 inches to a cutting variety that gets up to be 4 feet in height. Marigolds attract many different butterflies as well as the bees. And if you get the taller varieties, you can use them as cut flowers with an average vase life between 7 to 10 days. You want to sow the seeds indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before your average last frost date. If you're choosing to direct sow marigold seeds, it's possible. Just wait until your average last frost date has passed, and also wait until the soil temperature is somewhere between 60 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you're not sure how to check the soil temperature, you can always buy a soil temperature thermometer on the internet. Marigold seeds need light to germinate, so you want to press them into your seed starting potting mix or out in the soil. The seeds will germinate after about 4 to 10 days of sowing them, and they'll germinate once the soil temperature is somewhere around 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And because they like that warm soil temperature, a seedling heat mat is recommended. Again, if you don't have one because your grow room is warm enough, then you don't need to worry about a seedling heat mat. It's a good idea to pinch your marigolds, and it will cause the plant to have side shoots and more flowers. My plan is to start my marigold seeds between March 20th and April 3rd. The seeds of the final flower that we're going to be sowing are for petunias. If you're new to growing plants from seed, I would say of the 3 plants that we're growing in this challenge, petunias might be the hardest one. And the only reason I say that is the seeds can be very, very small. Although if you do buy the seeds from a company like Johnny Selected Seeds, they will send them in a pelleted form, which makes it a little bit easier for sowing the seeds. The variety of petunia seeds that we're going to be growing is called Easy Wave Plum Vein. Petunias are wonderful. You can put them out in the landscape. You can put them in hanging baskets, window boxes, container pots. They really are just such a pretty plant, and I love that they come in lots of different colors. They thrive in full sun, and they're not a very tall plant. They usually grow anywhere between 6 to 12 inches in height. The flowers attract the butterflies, the bees, as well as the hummingbirds. You don't usually put petunias in cut flower arrangements because they don't get very tall. But if you did want to put them in a vase, they do have a vase life between 5 to 7 days. Of the 3 seeds that we'll be starting, petunias will be the first ones we start. I like to sow my seeds early, about 10 to 12 weeks before my average last frost date. But on Johnny's website, they said to start the seeds 6 to 8 weeks before your average last frost date. So you can research that a little bit more, but I'm just letting you know that I'll be starting mine earlier than that. When it comes to direct sowing, it's not recommended that you direct sow petunia seeds, especially if you live in an area with a short growing season like I do. And the reason is it takes a long time for the plant to grow from seed until it blooms. And I think another reason why you wouldn't want to direct sow the seeds is the seeds are like dust. They're super small. It's just easier. You have a lot more control if you sow the seeds indoors. And of the 3 seeds, I would say petunias would be last on my list if I was to winter sow it. I would much prefer to sow the seeds indoors. Petunia seeds need light to germinate, so you want to just press them into the potting mix or seed starting mix. If you are going to cover them, you just barely want to cover them with like vermiculite. Expect to see germination sometime between 7 to 14 days. They like a warm soil temperature for germination, somewhere between 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. For all 3 of these flowers, including my petunias, I will be putting them on seedling heat mats. My house generally runs around 67, 68 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, so I would just feel more comfortable having these on seedling heat mats. I plan on sowing my petunia seeds sometime between February 20th and March 6th. Seeds can get expensive. Don't feel that you have to buy them online and pay for the shipping cost. If you want, you can just go somewhere locally. In fact, I've had a lot of success getting my petunia seeds from Dollar Tree. They might not be the same variety that we're going to do as part of this challenge, but again, it doesn't matter. If you want to grow petunias for the first time, I say start with the Dollar Tree seeds. You can't go wrong with those. You can also check out local garden centers as well as big box stores. They often have a big selection of seeds. When it comes time for me to sow those petunia seeds, I'll be making a video, so be on the lookout for that. And I know that Carol and Roxana will be doing the same, so be sure to subscribe to their channels and follow along, because it'll be so much fun to watch the 3 of us as we start these same seeds. It might not be on the same day, but it'll be generally around the same time because we have similar average last frost dates. If you are planning to grow along with us and you have a social media account, maybe it's Instagram or YouTube, please add the tag hashtag Grow at Home 2026. That way, Carol, Roxana, and I can follow along with your journey as you grow these same seeds. I really do hope you grow something from seed this year. It's just so much fun, it's so rewarding, and I love hearing your progress and how you're doing with your seed starting journey. On my channel, I have a whole playlist having to do with indoor seed starting. What I'll do is put a link to it down below in the description as well as up above. If you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend that you check it out because I have a lot of videos having to do with my grow room, my seed starting setup, seedling heat mats, when to use them, when not to use them, how I fertilize my seedlings, bottom watering, indoor seedling tours, as well as how to start the seeds of lots of different plants. A final thing that I wanted to add was if you live in an area where your average last frost date is before mine, and mine is May 15th, then you may be starting some of these seeds earlier on. And that's okay. On my channel, I do have videos that show how to grow many of these seeds. So be sure to check them out because you might be starting them before I do. Please don't forget to like this video and comment below if you're planning to grow any of these seeds, if it will be your first year growing the seeds, or if you've been doing it for a while. And maybe I forgot something else that you want to share. Let me know in the comments, and until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.